Hi guys, Andy from Walsh Personal Training. Just doing a quick video on weight loss, diet and nutrition advice for weight loss. I get asked a lot of questions on how to lose weight and what should I do for it. I do it with a lot of clients is weight loss, so I just thought I'd do a quick video for everyone who wants to just get some advice on weight loss and a good plan to follow to do it. So firstly, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. So if you're eating loads of food and you're not burning it off, you're not doing any exercise to burn the calories, you're not really going to lose weight. So you need to be in a calorie deficit, so burning more calories than you actually consume, and that'll help you lose weight. And this is the opposite for weight gain as well. So consume more calories than you burn, then you'll gain a bit of weight. But for weight loss, you need to burn more. So ideally, in terms of food, nutrition, don't be one of these who, well, if I eat little, I'm going to lose loads of weight. It's not healthy for you. You need to be eating to lose the weight. So eat the right foods, the nutritious foods, the whole foods, and you're going to lose the weight. But just eat the right amount. That's all you've got to do. So if you're eating the right amount of foods, eating the proper foods, it'll help you lose the weight. So don't be one of these who just has one meal a day and that's it, because it'll prevent you from losing weight and it's not healthy for you. Your body will go into starvation mode, as they call it, and it'll just store all your food because it doesn't know when it's going to get fed again. So it's quite a smart thing, your body. So keep eating and just eat the right foods. So stuff to avoid is processed foods, stuff with hydrogenated oils in, added sugar, added fats, etc. Basically, sugar is one of the worst things you can have, for weight loss, because it releases more insulin in your body, and basically insulin prevents weight loss. It actually promotes weight gain, so you need to be controlling your insulin levels, and to do that you need to be restricting your sugar intake. So you're allowed sugars like fructose that's in fruit, that's a natural sugar, and honey, stuff like that. That isn't too bad, but ideally the refined sugars, the white sugars, stuff that you get on like cereals and that you put in your teas, if you have sugar in your tea, stuff like that, you need to be restricting if you want to lose weight, because it's going to prevent you, because it's releasing more insulin in your body, and insulin's going to basically prevent you from losing weight. So you need to get that under control. That's the main preventer from losing weight. So if you can kickstart with that, that'll help you massively in terms of losing weight, and it'll stop your craving as well. All your sugar cravings, it's basically any sweet products like desserts, chocolate, cakes, anything that you really are addicted to. You're not addicted to that product, you're just addicted, your body's addicted to the sugar. So if you can limit the sugar intake, your cravings will go away and you'll feel good for it. So that's the first thing I would recommend, kicking the sugar habit. You need to get rid of that. So the next one, processed foods. So stuff like, in terms of like breakfast, dinner, teas, I would avoid stuff like, for your breakfast, Frosties, stuff like that, chocolate Cocoa Pops, anything like that. Anything with chocolate on it or loads of sugar on it, avoid it, because it's just going to prevent you from losing weight. And a good breakfast would be stuff like porridge. It's a slow carb, it's going to fill you up as well, and it's going to be released throughout the day because it's a slow energy releasing carb. So it's good for diabetics as well, that one, because it's and good for lowering your cholesterol. So porridge and oats is a really good breakfast to have. So for your dinner, avoid processed again, so microwave meals, junk food, takeaways, stuff like that. White bread, white flour, like anything in a packet, stuff like fish fingers. Yeah, fish is good in its natural form, but when you batter it with like breadcrumbs and stuff and preservatives and stuff like that, that's what prevents you from losing your weight. It's all the hydrogenated oils, the the chemicals that they put in them to make them last longer, basically, on the shelf. That's what you need to be avoiding. So, like what I always say to my clients is basically make your foods fresh yourself. So fruit and veg, cook it all natural and fresh yourself, and the meats as well. Try and get it all natural, fresh. So if it was alive and it was walking around or living a happily life, or you've grown it in the ground, then that's the stuff to be going for. Organic, natural stuff. Don't be going for stuff that's been processed in a factory or it's got a cartoon character on the box, because it's not good for you. It's not going to help you lose your weight. You need to be being strict with yourself. You need to be eating proper foods. You need to be kicking all your junk food habits, and you need to be drinking a bit of water as well. At least 2 litres of water a day. Water's your body's main source for losing weight. The more water you drink, it's going to get rid of any water retention that you've got. It's going to speed up your metabolism. All your muscles are made up of water, so you need to be rehydrating as much as you can. Obviously your diet, all your organs and all your digestive processes all need water to work. Water is your most essential thing in your body, basically. Your body needs water. So the more water you drink, the better you're going to be, and the more fitter you're going to feel because you're hydrated. Water plays a big part in it. So I would recommend at least 2 litres of water a day, depending on your stats, basically. Obviously you might need a little bit more, but most people I would recommend at least 2 litres just to keep you fully hydrated. And if you're training, then I would recommend a little bit more, because you'll probably drink a litre in the gym or if you're training. So I would recommend at least 2 to start. So in terms of what should they have in terms of protein, in terms of carbs, in terms of fats, for your protein I'd probably recommend at least 1 gram per pound. That's for weight loss, just to maintain your body weight, just to maintain, basically. And for carbs I'd probably recommend at least minimum of 2 grams per pound, up to 4 grams, depending on how energetic you are. So if you're wanting to lose a bit of weight, I'd probably go for about 2 or 3 grams. I wouldn't go for much more than that. And in terms of fat, essential fats, good fats, not stuff that you get on the takeaways or anything like that. You need to be having olive oil, stuff like that. I would probably 0.5 grams to 1 gram of fat per pound. So it's not it's not as big as carbs or protein, because you don't really need a lot of it, but it's good for your blood, it's good for your immune system. You need to be having fat, so don't cut fats out of your diet. Just eat the healthy fats, avoid the bad fats. So stuff you get in your burgers and stuff like that, you don't really want to be having them. Like the fat on the bacon and stuff, you don't want to be eating that. Like essential fat stuff like flax seeds and stuff, olive oils, peanut butters, the essential fats and stuff like that. It's the nuts and seeds are really good for good fats. So those are some just basic fats for you to have. Olive oil is your main one that you're going to be using in your cooking as well, so just get that in extra virgin if you can. So in terms of training for weight loss, I'd go for at least 3 to 4 times a week. I would do cardio to start with, because that's going to be the easiest form for you. So I'd do some steady state, just get used to your training. So treadmills, bikes, cross trainers, rowers, whatever you can do. If you're not at a gym, go for a walk, do a bit of a workout, a little circuit in your house, but just by using your body weight. So do press ups, do sit ups, do squats, do lunges, star jumps, anything you want, just to get your heart rate up there. It's going to boost your cardio, it's going to speed up your metabolism, and it's going to kickstart your weight loss. So I would recommend doing a circuit for at least half an hour. Same in the gym, minimum of half an hour, maximum of an hour. You don't need to be training more than an hour. Again, if you're in the gym, you can use the tools in the gym to set up a good circuit, or use the equipment, the machines, the treadmills, the bikes, the cross trainers, the rowers, etc. And weights as well. If you're used to the weights, I'd get on the machines or get on the free weights area. And I would recommend doing that, because that's going to help tone you up. As you're losing the weight, your muscles are going to grow and your skin's going to get tighter as well. You don't want to be losing loads of weight fast and dramatically where you're going to just have loads of saggy skin. You need to be toning as well as you're doing it, so do it the right way. And women as well, don't be scared of lifting weights. Like, you're not going to be turning into a monster. You need to be eating the right amount of food to be gaining loads of muscles like you see on telly. All these like bodybuilders and that, you're not going to be anything like that unless you train to be like that. So, pardon me, your genetics aren't made up to be that big. You need to be eating the right amounts to get loads of muscles like that. Don't be scared of lifting weights. You're not going to be a monster. It's gonna help you lose your weight. You're going to burn more calories lifting weights, and you actually burn calories when you're not lifting the weights, because it's the muscles are still burning the calories, basically, because your body is repairing the muscles after you've trained. So it burns more oxygen, it burns more calories, and your metabolism's still through the roof while you're out the gym. So that's a really good time to get, obviously after you finish your training, that's a really good time to get your protein and then your carbs to refuel your body. So don't be scared of eating carbs, but a basic tip if you're wanting to see a bit of dramatic weight loss is just limit your carb intake to no more than like 20 grams a day. So it's quite a low carb diet that I recommend most people to start on. Yeah, carbs are your main energy source for your body. That's your first point of call where your body will get its energy from. But the easiest way to lose a bit of weight and to see if you want to lose weight fast is to cut your carbs out and eat like lean meats, chicken and vegetables, bit of fruit as well. It has got a bit of sugar in it, fructose, but I would still eat them just so you're getting a good source of vitamins, minerals in it. And eat meat as well, so meat and veg for a couple of weeks, and that's the easiest way to lose weight. And obviously I would cycle it as well. I'd probably do it for about 2 or 3 weeks and then introduce some carbs, like good carbs, potatoes and brown rice, stuff like that, just to replenish all your glycogen levels. So basically when you hit that wall where you can't lose any weight, your body's like, well, we haven't got any sugar in my muscles to lose any more weight now, so you need to basically replenish it all. So eat some carbs. Well, what a lot of people do is they have a cheat meal. They call it a cheat meal, but a treat meal or whatever you want to call it, once a week or so. So you'd be good Monday to Friday. You'd eat meat and veg all the way through the week, and then at the weekend they'd have like a takeaway or they'd have a cheat meal basically. So that's where you're gonna replenish all your glycogen levels or your sugar levels basically in your body to start the next week at eating clean again. So that one, if you do it good and you have like one meal that's bad, it's not really going to affect you. That one meal won't make you put 20 stone on or anything. It's going to basically keep you motivated on your diets, and it's going to keep you happy as well. If you've been looking forward to a takeaway or a meal out or some sweets or something towards the weekend, then reward yourself. If that one meal is going to help you stay on track for the next 6 months, then do it. You know, if you're allowing yourself a treat once a week, then do it. As long as you're being good and you're being realistic, and you know if you put weight on, then it's down to them treats that you've had. A lot of people go excessive on it though. They say, "Oh, I've been really good on my diet, but I've lost a pound when they should have lost more." But then I say, "Oh well, what have you had at the weekend?" "Oh well, I've had this, I've had that, I've had this." That's the problem. If you're going to give yourself a treat, be prepared for the consequences. You need to either have one treat meal or one snack that's bad, and then that's it. Don't go overboard where it's a full day of binging, because that's pretty bad for you, and it's gonna you might eat or drink more calories than your body should have. So you need to stick within your calories. That's the main thing. If you're having treat meals or cheat meals, you need to keep it within your daily allowance. So if you don't, you're going to put weight on and you're going to slow your weight loss down. So be prepared for the consequences, because you do it to yourself. So if you're going to be good, be strict and not have any treats, then you should see a lot of results. But if you're not, then you need to, let's say you've been training for a while and you've not seen any, well, you've seen a little bit of weight loss and you've hit that wall. People call it hitting the wall, the plateau. Basically, there's only three things that could prevent you from losing weight: your diet, your training, or your body in general, your medical conditions. If you've got any conditions, you might have, obviously, underactive thyroid, overactive thyroid, stuff like that. But obviously that's something that your doctor or your GP would have to find out through testing. Or you might have like diabetes, etc., etc., stuff like that. It's going to hinder you from losing weight a little bit, but it can be done. So, and diet, obviously your macros, your protein, your carbs, your fats. Your body might be used to what you're eating at the minute, so mix it up. Like some days have like high carbs, other days have no carbs, then high carbs, no carbs, medium carbs. Some days have high fats, then low fats. Some days have high proteins. But I would recommend a protein in every meal, because that's your body's source of repairing itself and maintenance. You need to be having a protein to help your body recover. So carbs for energy, protein for maintenance, and obviously fats for like essentials, like your organs and your blood cells and immune system. So you need to be having a good balance of all your vitamins, minerals, macros. So that's what I'd go for. Ideally, protein is your main one. Carbs, not so main. You don't need to have a lot of carbs. It's one of the there's a lot of discussions about carbs, well, whether you should have loads, whether you shouldn't have loads. It's really good, it's really bad. People hate carbs, they call them the devil. They are good, but they're not really good for losing weight, in a way, depending on what kind of diet you're on. Obviously, you can do carb cycling where you will lose weight, obviously high, medium and low carbs, because your body will be constantly guessing what it's doing. And obviously on days that you train, I'd probably recommend having a few high carbs, because your body will use the carbs first as an energy source and spare the protein, so that'll help your muscles recover. So I would recommend doing that. But if you're on a diet such as keto diet, where you're going to have no carbs or low carbs, really low carbs, your body will use the protein as the energy source. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but it'll use the protein. Basically, protein takes longer to digest in your system than carbs, because it's obviously it's harder to do, and that it causes a thermogenic effect in your body, so raises your body temperature a little bit. It's going to take longer to break down, so the digestive process will be a bit longer, and it takes more energy, more calories to burn. So the more protein you have, obviously the more weight you're going to lose. That's the theory behind it. And obviously the vegetables are going to fill you up, so you're not going to be feeling hungry all the time as carbs do. Carbs make, basically, your body will absorb them, use them, and then, oh right, I'm hungry again now, because it's burned through it that fast. With meat, basically, and proteins, it fills you up, it stops you getting that hunger craving, and that's what I would recommend starting, is low carbs, keeping your proteins, keeping your vitamins and your minerals from your fruit and your vegetables, because obviously your body needs all them, and I would start off doing that. That's about it, guys. Just a basic overview on a bit of diet and weight loss advice for you. If you need any more help or want any more in detail training tips, programs, nutrition plans, visit my site, andrewwalshpersonaltraining.co.uk. Tweet me at andrewwalshpt. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped a few people. If you'd like to see any more videos or want anything on any help, just give us a shout. Thanks a lot.